Hello, that's me. Now this is Lucas. Hello there. I haven't uploaded a lot of videos in the last few weeks, and that's okay because that's a super small channel, so it doesn't really matter. But it doesn't mean I'm not gonna do anything. I have so many little projects, it's almost impossible to put them all together to present them to you. So I thought I'm gonna start with this scene because I simply worked yesterday a little bit on that. This is a test environment for, well, let's talk about this later, maybe. Doesn't really matter. I just want to share a little bit of my predicament with you. That's also a reason why I haven't really uploaded anything. Actually, there are more reasons for that, but let's not go into that. It doesn't really matter. It's boring anyways. But the one reason which could matter for people who are interested in Blender and games is basically, I think 2 months ago or something, I came across the Blender engine, the Blender game engine, like this one here. This is a simple version, and I made a little game which I released on my Let's Play channel, and it looked pretty okay. I chose this one this time because it's simpler, it's not overwhelming. I can show it easily. So anyway, I came across this UPBGE Blender game engine when I press P. This is not a tutorial, by the way, it's just I'm sharing my predicament I have. So when I press W, my car is, driving. By the way, that's my car. I created this guy. It's a simpler version of my animation. And yeah, anyway, so I came across the Blender game engine, and boy, I was lucky that this was the first engine I encountered, because I'm a huge fan of I guess nodes, but I didn't know that actually this kind of node system is really good for me. So anyway, so I came across this engine and I thought, there are not so many tutorials for this kind of I wanted to create a car, and I was looking for a car tutorial. I couldn't find anything. Then I thought, hey, maybe I should go into game engines. And so, well, I figured out that when you export, well, I wasn't sure if I should learn this engine, so I stopped using it, and I talked with some friends, and they said I should maybe check out some other game engines. So I did. I checked out Unity engine, did something with Unity. I checked out Unreal, but the thing is, I do not know what it is. I do not like the idea of not open source. I don't know, it doesn't really matter actually, because at least the quality is good. So sorry, I digress. So let's go back to the future. Let's go back to my predicament. I do not know where to go right now, so I do not know what I should choose. So whatever, now I stuck a little bit. Anyway, let's go back to, so I checked out Unity engine, I checked out Unreal engine, only on the surface. To really be productive, to really do something with that, I should spend more time. And then I discovered there is an open source engine which is named Godot. I actually have downloaded it, and this is my favorite engine. I haven't really spent much time into that. Anyway, it's not about an engine, which engine is better or not. This is just my predicament. Let's go back into the other scene here. This is the Blender scene. My predicament is basically, I'm not sure which engine I should choose. I think this problem have a lot of people having the same problem, issue, that you don't really know which engine you should choose. I would say I don't have a solution for that. I'm not asking for a solution. I'm just sharing that this is something I stuck right now. I think you should have a good feeling with it. So if it feels right, it's probably the right thing to do. And that's where I have a problem with. When I tried to learn a little bit of Unity engine, I had to go into programming, and I'm sure I could learn it. The problem I have is I have to write text and stuff, and writing and reading was never my strength. It just simply was never my strength. So it's very, very hard for me to write. And when I was trying to learn some simple coding, like really simple, just writing it from the original, just basically copying it, not copy and paste, but writing down what was written in an example, I make so many typos. I do that also in my native language, so it's very, very hard for me to write code. And furthermore, when I look at code, it just simply, when I look at a lot of text, it simply starts, I lose my focus. So that could be a problem. Maybe I could overcome that, but the thing is, it doesn't feel right. That's the problem. So if I would know for sure that it feels right to do that coding because I love it. For example, a friend of mine does some coding, he works for that. He's also I have some very intelligent friends, and anyway, the basic is basically they say, when they write code, they enjoy it, and they lose, or one friend at least said this, he writes some code, I think Python, he's using it, and sometimes he's just, in the work, and he loses the track of time, so he really enjoys that, he's just into that right now. And to me it's different. When I write that, it's very exhausting, and it's something I don't enjoy as much. I have to doesn't mean that I'm never gonna do it. Just something, it's very, very a huge obstacle for me to get started. Actually, that might change over time. And then I thought, well, the environment where I can just work without thinking and I enjoy the whole journey is basically when I do my animations and modeling. So this is actually where I can put my head into. It's getting hard to explain. So when I wanna, let's just say, when I model and when I do the animations, that's when I do that, I am completely gone. I completely dive into that, and I do not complain much, or I don't, I just do it, and it feels natural to me to do so. I don't have this with coding right now, but to be fair, I don't have it because I am simply learning it. So I gotta learn the stuff first before I can do something productive. But I'm not so sure if I should. That's where I really stuck. So what I'm sure of is that I'm always enjoy Blender for sure. I have no doubt about that. That I do enjoy creating models, experimenting with nodes. I love that fact. This is something that's very cool and very creative to me. Coding is also creative, but in a different way. So I love animations and I love modeling. So what I lack of is usually sound files. So I thought maybe it makes more sense to, instead of try to learn a game engine, to actually learn how to create music, because I think that is something I could enjoy more. So basically I try to find my thing. What am I going to do? So let's say, sure, if you can model, that's great. I already, because I could model my own cars, I already benefited from. So I tried to learn Unity, and I picked a tutorial with a car. Couldn't find the download link for the car, so I created my own car. So that was good, and it actually worked. So I did those things, but yeah. So when you can model it with Blender, when you're familiar with 3D environment, you can model your own stuff, texture your own stuff, and paint your own stuff. That's all great. If you can animate that too, you almost ready to create your own little game if you want. If you like coding, or if you have good notes. With notes, it's easier. Anyway, come to the Unreal Engine 2 soon, but also when I love modeling and when I love animation, and then I learn on top of this how to create music. I'm getting rid of the problem where which music can I use, you know. This is something, it's really such a pain in the neck when you try to look for music for your animations, because if you don't have money you cannot just buy the license for that. So YouTube is pretty it's a good place for using music, because they offer a lot. But the thing is, I'm still not sure, just because I can use it for YouTube, can I use it for Instagram or Twitter and stuff like this. So yeah, that always limits my reach. If you want, if I create stuff, of course I want to share this with people. And you know, that's why I'm doing it. I mean, no one is doing anything creative just for himself. I mean, yes, some people do, and that's good. But I'm not so sure with music. Okay, let's say it's possible. There are some people creating their own painting only for themselves, and that is the most pure thing to do. I don't. I really wanna make people happy with the animations and wanna show them some cool stuff. That's what's driving me. It's a part of it. I also enjoy it a lot. I have a lot of animations you haven't even seen, and a lot of cool things just for myself. So that part, it's a between thing. What else? Yeah, so maybe when I learn music, I can then finally just create my own animations and in my own style, and can use my own music. That would be a lot already. I'm not even sure if I can make that, but that I have to make a decision. Do I want to go into gaming? Then I have to learn. Then I have to learn programming. Godot is the other engine which I should take a look. Or do I realize that coding is not something I enjoy? It doesn't feel right, and it's simply a feeling. It's not that I couldn't. It's just a feeling. If I have to fight against what I enjoy, then it's not the right way to go. For sure not. So, or do I learn also music? You know, and then I'm ready. I can focus on Blender, which is still there's so much to learn. Oh boy. You know, or I simply give myself more time, focus on Blender, and relax a little bit on those stuff. Maybe I don't have to go right now in some direction. So this is the predicament I'm in right now. Let's just jump quickly to Unreal, not in the scene, but Unreal Engine. The Unreal Engine uses nodes. Yes, that's great. I've checked them out, and I think I could work with them. But you still have to learn that. Even if they're using nodes, you still have to invest time. And the thing is, I'm not a huge fan of Epic. I have to say, I love about games. I love GOG. Unreal Engine looks great. That's for sure. But I don't know, in my world things need to have a soul, otherwise I cannot enjoy it much. Anyway, not saying I cannot use it. At some point I gotta maybe make a decision. Maybe I could make money with some of those choices I make, so I gotta be careful. So I don't know where I go, but the reason I'm not uploading right now is basically because I need time to figure out what I wanna do, in which direction I wanna go. And furthermore, as you can see here, I experimented here with, yeah, should I explain the scene? Maybe another time. So I created here some test objects. You know, they are not perfect. I just experimented with baking, you know, creating procedural generated textures and then baking them onto my houses here, for example. You know, this is, I think, is basically this one here is procedural, should be procedural generated. Yes, it is. And then you can just bake that as a texture So yeah, see, that's pretty cool. Yeah, then I'm working on a sci-fi scene, a sci-fi animation. I can show you the, yeah, something like that. Oh no, it's basically, it is a screenshot of my current animation. And yeah, so I'm not sure if I should, this is the thing, I'm not sure if I should go into gaming. On the one hand, I like it. On the other hand, maybe people, since I have the feeling that some people expect me to go in a certain direction, simply because, you know, if you do Blender stuff and if you create a lot of stuff, at some point people wonder, oh, where does it go, you know? I mean, not really, no one is asking me directly or something. Everybody gives me, there's no one who gives me any pressure. It's maybe it's my own expectations on where to go. Yeah, probably that's what it is. Anyway, so as you can see, I'm really confused about everything that mirrors actually how I talk right now. I'm pretty how did you say that? Scattered, mindful. My thoughts are pretty scattered. Yeah, anyway, so I'm not really focused. But that's only because I have to make a decision, and maybe the decision is to make no decision. So and yeah. Anyway, again, I'm not sure if I made this clear. I'm not asking for advice, because this is not that I don't want to. I always try to listen to advice. In terms of, I try to when people tell me something, I try to listen to them, because I had to learn to listen, not because I want to listen, because I usually think I know better, but I don't. So I try to always to listen, you know. So that's I've learned, and that's good. And every time I did this so far, I only benefited from. But I'm not asking for you to answer, because you cannot really answer that for me. I can. I'm the only one who can make a decision and who can say what feels right or wrong. The purpose of this video is simply because I'm in the situation, and I think, hey, why not recording and see in 2 years where I went, you know? And yeah, so. And I'm not even sure if this video is really helpful. It's just my stage where I am right now. Yeah. No, I think I covered everything. Yeah. Let me just listen to my nonsense. If it's actually using, I'm gonna pause the video. I'm gonna listen to what I've said, and then I will see if it makes actually sense to go on further, or if I was so confusing that it doesn't make sense to upload the video actually. Anyway, okay, I'm gonna do this, and then I may add something or not. Good. Okay, so I thought I'm gonna show you the Unity project I created. So I followed a Unity tutorial, and I really had the problem I could not find. There are a lot of Unity tutorials, and all great. I think, I hope, at least people put some work into that, and that's good, and we should be grateful for that. However, I found, however, every time when you say however, it doesn't, you know, it takes the first part away. No, but it was a great, it's a good tutorial. That's why I picked it. I could just not find the assets he said I should download. So I created my own car. Basically, that's what I try to say. So what I did is basically, when I play this guy here, I can drive the car. And that's all I learned. Very slowly, you know. That's all here. Yeah. And yeah, I mean, the action part is fun, but the scripting part is not, for sure. That is not something I enjoy. But I'm showing you this set so you know I really, when I say I do things, I really try it as good as I can, and boy, it's so hard for me to do scripting because it's so overwhelming. Let me just, it's quite over. It's a week ago. That's also a thing. If you if you want to learn something, you gotta focus on what you want to learn. If you try so many things at the same time, you forget a lot of things, you know. The little game I made with the Blender engine, I forgot the name, UPBGE was you know, you forget immediately stuff after 2 weeks. It's incredible. You relearn it faster though. Anyway, so I want to just simply go into, how was it, material. I didn't really order it well because I want to learn stuff, and yes, people say you should always make sure. Wait a second, here's my script. See, I even forgot how to open this stupid script. Should be somewhere here. Here we go. Player controller. That's the script, you know. So I basically open. So here we go. So this is what I basically did. This is what I've learned, and what do I learn in Unity? Let me try to. Yeah, this is also something I have no idea why this is coming up all the time. Go away. I have a slight idea. You can write this in the comments if you're still there. It's a very confusing video. So I'm not expecting that. You can if you want. You don't have to. So yeah, basically what I learned is how to navigate, make the car navigate in the environment. You know, I'm not gonna explain that. Am I crazy? I don't even know what I did exactly. How am I going to explain that? I can make the car drive forwards, backwards, and that's good. And I choose also the right rotation. I created this car in Blender. Let's focus on this guy here. So, and oh boy, it's a little bit different to the Blender environment. So I choose to make it as simple as possible, because I thought the more complex it is, the you know, it shouldn't be too complex. It would be overwhelming. And I was able to import the texture and the car. So that's really good, because at first, if this is a new engine, it's really a pain in the ass. Yeah, so this is just, I wanted to show you that because I did this, and then I'm gonna open the Godot engine. We're gonna skip Unreal, because all I did in Unreal is basically by pressing a key, I moved a chair, yeah, from the left to right, or vice versa. I don't remember. I think it was from the left to the right, and it's not really worth showing. Although, is it? No moving chairs. This is not Disney. No moving chairs. That's the right way. Okay, hold on. Okie dokie, and here we are in the Godot engine, and I exported a whole scene. Scene house, that was automatically imported. So I don't really know what I'm doing here. So Godot is the newest engine. It's super easy to import stuff, I believe. No, it is whole scenes. But this is the engine I'll put well, I just recently gave it a try. So I don't really know what I'm doing here. Last time I had at least a scene here, this guy here, like so, right? Wait, this is only this one here. This should work. Yeah, here we go. You remember the scene here? Open, no parent is okay. Here we come on, just do it. Just do it. Wanna see it? No, hello. No parent instance a child at. Yeah, that's a good sentence. No parent to instance a child at. Maybe here? How did it work? How did it work? Oh, by the way, I'm using a different microphone, not a better version. This is a 10-euro microphone compared to my huge microphone I usually use, which I bought because of the Let's Plays. And this one, the 10-euro version, it's just more convenient. And let me just see if I can do something about it. Hold on. Now wait, let's try this. I right-clicked and open scene. And let's just say new inherited. I think that's what it was. Now it's doing something. Here we go. So, this engine, so like I said, again, this is a very, very confusing video. I'm not sure if there's anyone who can really follow what I'm talking. Maybe this video, the purpose of the video is more for myself, so that I can organize my thoughts. If you can follow me, that's great. If not, don't worry. I'm sure I did not make I did not do a good job on explaining. Yeah, anyway, so the Godot engine is something I might be I might go into that. So from all the engines, I like this one the best because the thing is, it's open source, and as my understanding is, if I am able to create a game in this, chances are very low right now, but if I'm able to create a game, it'll be my game, and if I would sell it, it would completely I don't have to give money away. Not so sure, because open source, sometimes it's not just open source, but I think that's my understanding of now, that if you create something in this engine, it's yours. And you can also export. Oh, this is the difference. I would love doing the whole thing in Blender, in the Blender engine, but I don't think Blender engine right now, Blender game engine, the UPBGE again, supports exporting stuff for Android. And that's sad, because I think the easiest thing I could do, not because I want to make money. This money doesn't really play a huge role in my life, but it would be nice to be able to make money with something you love. For that purpose, that's also something I consider. But it's more this about simple. I think being able to create an Android game would be good, because they are usually simpler, and the audience is not expecting like a AAA graphics, However, I like lighting and stuff, so I don't know. But I think my understanding is that with the Godot engine, wait, you cannot really see it. It's written like this one, Godot. Oh, such a weird name, Godot engine. With this engine, you can export, I believe, on Android and PC. Sure. Yes. I haven't done much except importing scenes, which is a blast, which is the best thing. This was the easiest way to import anything. So the whole scenes, so that I like, that was Blender friendly. But still, you gotta learn scripting here. Don't know how to do that. What I know about this engine is that I think, okay, either it supports also C+ or C#, not sure about that, but it has his own programming language, which is for this engine, something like that. Again, it's not a tutorial, it's not saying which engine is better, it's just, this is my honest thoughts, if you want. These are my honest thoughts. Okay. Yeah. So here's the thing. I believe that I will check out this one here, but do not expect anything. It could be that I'm just learn some more Blender, and I'm happy with that, not doing anything. Or I'm not giving me any pressure of that people expect anything. This is what I'm, the reason why I haven't really uploaded anything, because I was just looking at engines. Also, my life situation has a little bit changed. I have less me time. It's a good thing, but it's to me it's really hard to focus. Basically, my girlfriend moved in, and we are sharing a one-room apartment. And I can still record, so that's not the problem. The problem is the focus. For me, I'm so easily distractible. It's a good thing. I like it, but it's not easy to record. For example, if I look out of the window and there's a bird, then welcome bird. So it's just harder, and that's also a reason why I'm not recording as much. So right now she's gone, she's coming back, but that's the reason. See, that's why I said, hey, let's record something. Okay, so, but I gotta, you know, give her credit, because when I want to record, she's wearing then a headset and tries to be calm. But also, it's not nice, you know. I don't wanna give this to anybody. So that's one of the reasons. But we gotta learn to deal with that situation right now. Yeah. So what am I gonna do? I believe I have no idea. I have no idea. What I know for sure is that I'm still do stuff with Blender, because boy, do I have so many projects, like from baking until cyber things, animations, and so on. Okay, two options: Godot or yeah. Okay, if I do not learn programming, I'm gonna check for music programs, which is also a pain in the neck, because you don't know which. First of all, it has to be open source, and then you have to learn music, the music program. And if you buy music programs, it's also sometimes you gotta take a look into the details. So there are some music, so simple music programs. So when you can create music and stuff, but if you want to use it commercial, or you know, for selling your stuff, then it's not the right license. So this world makes me crazy with all the regulations in terms of you know, licensing stuff. Sure, everybody, you know, I understand that everyone needs to make money somehow, but the music industry, I mean, seriously, no, this is so fucked up. It's too much, you know. It's really, but it's a different topic. It really is sad, because human beings always copied each other. That's why we came so far. And now to give us some rules that you cannot just use music, even if it's not. It's a weird system. It has to be adjusted. Anyway, it's a different topic. Yeah. So I think I covered basically everything. So the Godot engine, this one is I think I like it. That's a good thing. I rather to compared to Unity and Unreal, this thing, I do not know. I feel a soul. But this is really not just a feeling thing. I might be completely wrong with that. So but it's a good thing. It feels better, but I haven't encountered scripting, so I might change my mind on that. So I think I'm gonna give this a try. Then I have to make a plan, you know, so that I can, because I still have to continue with Blender. So I wanna work with Blender, so that I keep my abilities I learned, and I need to learn new things, and I also want to learn a little bit of maybe scripting, and so I have to make a plan. Okay, good. Don't expect anything, you know. I might not do anything of those things, and that's okay too, because Blender is also a lot of the stuff, and I love animations. Maybe that's all I have to use. I repeat myself, I know. Yeah. And the last thing I want to say, it doesn't really matter. You know, that's also a thing that it matters for me right now, and that's a good thing, and it's good to put some time into that, and to take this kind of thinking seriously, you know. But there are more important things in life for sure. There are a lot of more important things. A smile is more important than all those crap. A good having a family and friends, and your health, and you know, having a chance to have, you know, the opportunity to fight with your girlfriend, and to have a good time, to play Monopoly. That is more important, and all those things we take for granted, which is okay, because we are humans, we just do that. is more important than all those crap here. No matter how good our work is, it never really matters, and then you know, in what we are. Yeah. So just to keep, you know, take out a little bit of the it's not so important, although I talked a lot about this, and this video again, it's very confusing, it's very, not sure if you can follow me, but it doesn't matter, it doesn't really matter so much. Okay, but it's a good fun, it's a good thing to have some fun in your life, like, you know, building, blending, making a game and stuff. It's good for your soul, but it's not very important. Okay, okie dokie. Did you made it until the end of this video? If so, I'm really impressed. I mean, I'm not even trying to make a joke of it. I know that I can, although I'm saying everything in the English language, which is of course not my native language. I'm not even sure if I would have made a better job in the German language. Sometimes not my friends know me, sometimes I'm just, you know, they know I just need to talk, to let it out somehow, and you know, yeah. Anyway, I'm saying bye now. Have a good day. We see you soon. Oh, if you're still there, maybe I'm gonna make a little tutorial. I figure out how to make a seamless texture, create your own seamless texture in a very easy way. It's still not perfectly seamless in a large scale, but it's an easy way to create seamless textures in Blender. You don't even need Photoshop for that. That's actually a good part. Okay, bye bye.